Okay, we got game one under our belts. Pretty fun. And what did I say last video? I said if these Timberwolves are going to be able to hang with the Thunder, Anthony Edwards has to be the guy. And I don't know. He wasn't the guy last night. What do you have, 18 points or whatever? I don't know, man. Come on, Ant. You're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to be the cool guy. You're on the cool commercials. You wear your cool sunglasses. You're Mr. Cool. You're supposed to be the man. You got to step up, bro. I know you're only 23, but come on. Right when the game starts, controversy erupts right away. Doris Burke apparently said that SGA was a free throw merchant.
He's a great free throw shooter. 5 of 7, so he's taken 7 free throws already in 4.5 minutes.
It's a reason NBA Twitter likes to call him the free throw merchant, Mike.
Now, I didn't hear her say that. I heard her say, after Shea had 7 free throws in the first 4.5 minutes of the game, which is nuts, Doris says there's a reason why NBA Twitter calls him a free throw merchant. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, I mean, that's a kind of a rational thing to say. Like, NBA Twitter always calls him a free throw merchant. You can make a strong argument that he is a free throw merchant. And yes, like his play style, drawing fouls, manipulating the rules and all that stuff, is why NBA Twitter calls him a free throw merchant. But somehow everybody heard what she said and all of a sudden labeled it as Doris Burke calls SGA a free throw merchant. I didn't really get that out of that, but that's what everybody else got, because all of a sudden I'm getting these YouTube notifications and Twitter notifications of Doris Burke calls SGA a free throw merchant, and I'm like, not what I heard. I heard her say, this is why NBA Twitter calls him a free throw merchant. Whatever. That was controversy number 1. Controversy number 2 is, Mike Malone. I'm like, oh, look, it's Mike Malone. Good for him. Haven't seen him in a while. He's on doing some announcing on ESPN now, and apparently he said, well, this is why, after Shea's game, this is why he's the MVP.
And then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he showed why he's the MVP. He took over in the second half, did so in a very efficient manner, and put the team on his back when they needed him to do so.
And apparently that was a big deal, because apparently he recently said that Jokic should be MVP. Now he gets hired at ESPN, he's saying Shea should be MVP. Oh, so controversial. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, okay, well, now he thinks Shea's MVP. Okay, that's his opinion. Okay. And then I see the internet, and it's just this controversy. Man, oh man. Me, when I watch games, I don't hang on every word that the commentators say. I more they're kind of background noise for me, but very controversial right off the bat of Mike Malone and Doris Burke. Okay, well, so there's that. And it begs the question, is SGA a free throw merchant? I've talked about this before in other videos when it comes to, say, Jimmy Butler or Jalen Brunson or Shea and their playing style and the whole foul hunting and all that stuff. I don't get mad at the player for doing that. I get mad at the NBA and the rules and the officiating for allowing them to get away with that and calling those calls. If you want to solve that problem, just don't make those calls, and then it'll force the players to stop playing like that and foul hunting. But yeah, I don't like watching Shea drive to the hoop and he kind of leans into the guy, and then right when he feels contact, he kind of just flails his body and throws the ball up in the air, and it's a foul. I'm not a fan of that stuff either, but it's like, well, yeah, those guys, they're so talented and shifty and all that stuff, and they know how to manipulate the defender so well that it's like, yeah, they're gonna try and get away with that. And the Thunder, they started off that first quarter, they were kind of in a rut. The Timberwolves were playing really well, shooting really well. Julius Randle was killing them, and Shea was like, well, I gotta kind of grind this game down, so I'm gonna take them out of their flow by trying to draw fouls. A big problem is that the way the NBA is right now, everything favors the offense way more than the defense, and there needs to be a balance. So that's on the NBA. And in that first half, the Thunder just couldn't really get into a rhythm. Both teams were playing really, really good defense, and Shea was off. He was 2 for 13. But at halftime, they were only down 4, and I was like, well, if they can get into a rhythm, then the Timberwolves are probably going to be in trouble. And then that third quarter happens, and, they won 32-18 that third quarter, 17-2 run. Anthony Edwards wasn't aggressive enough, wasn't doing enough. And this three-point shooting from the Timberwolves, God, 15 for 51. 51 three-point attempts. They shot 29%. Whereas the Thunder, 11 for 21. Only 21 three-point attempts, shot 52%. And shot 50% from the field. And I think they shot over 80% from the free throw line too. So a very, very efficient game from them. And a big win with only 21 three-point attempts. That was very, very impressive. And just really horrific shooting from Dante and Naz Reid. Dante, 3 for 14 from the field, 3 for 12 from 3. Naz Reid, 1 for 11 from the field, 0 for 7 from 3. You need more out of those guys. You know, Dante, that's a guy that I always thought was pretty underutilized on the Timberwolves because if you remember last season, I mean, Dante was huge for the Knicks. I mean, he had pretty much a green light. I think he had over 250 made three-pointers last season. I mean, he was a killer. Huge playoff games in the postseason last year for the Knicks, and you know, he's kind of been relegated to a smaller role on the Timberwolves, and sometimes I'm like, you got to have someone like him that really contributes. It's really too bad that Dante kind of fell off a little bit, and he hasn't really found his footing on that team yet. I mean, he has his moments, but nothing near the contributions that he made for the Knicks last year. And that OKC Thunder defense, man, just unbelievable. Someone from the Timberwolves would turn their back to the basket. It was like a steal every single time. And just nobody's safe. It's not even like they just target Anthony Edwards. It's everybody. Whoever has the ball just gets swarmed. And the second someone turns their back to the basket, someone else is coming around on their blind side and snatching that ball from them. And once again, Alex Caruso, I mean, the guy just puts on a defensive masterclass like every game. 6'4", guarding Jokic, to guarding Randall, guarding Anthony Edwards, and pulling it off. It's unbelievable. Okay, that's it. I'm trying to keep these videos kind of short. I want to keep them under 10 minutes, but we'll see. So we need more out of Anthony Edwards, and you need more really out of that whole Timberwolves team. And this Timberwolves team, I see them play, and sometimes I'm like, who are they? Like, what is their identity? What's their identity going to be for this series? Is Anthony Edwards going to take over and play like an MVP? Or are they going to be more team basketball and win by committee? Last night, that is not winning basketball. You need more out of Dante, more out of Naz Reid. Anthony Edwards has to be better. Julius Randle was fine in the first half, kind of quiet in the second half. You know, those guys, you got to step up. Because this Thunder team, I mean, Shea, he's going to get his. No matter what, you like it, you don't like it, he's going to get his usual 33, 7, and 6. Like, he does it every friggin' game. It's unbelievable how he does that. Basically every single game. And you just have a million guys on that roster that can kill you. And what do you think about Doris Burke? Did Doris Burke call SGA a free throw merchant? Or was she just saying, hey, this is why NBA Twitter calls him a free throw merchant? It's a big controversy. Okay, Knicks Pacers today. That should be fun.